regional vice president, doing over $250,000 in business every 30 days, Mr. Juan Nuñez. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm ready to go, my friend.
Let's see. Maybe I need to
hear the video.
Yes. All right, there we go. So you should be good.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. Sorry for the hiccup before. There seems to be some internet issues here, but I unplugged the box, put it back in. Right. That was the remedy here. Thank you very much, Lyndon, for being here. As I said before, on Sundays, this is school time for us. I want to thank also Ashton Henry for being the leader of the ship, right? He was the one, thanks to him, over here, you get to choose the people you're going to work with. He chose me, right? And I'm very grateful. My family is very grateful because he literally has changed the final destination of where we were heading. And it's been quite a joyful ride. Man, listening to earlier to Marie and Carl, I mean, they touched on things that we lived through this business when we first got started. And let me tell you, there's not really much I can say after listening to Michael Burgos lay it out, the way he said it. He said most of the things I had in my mind to cover tonight, he obviously hit the ball out of the park today through dead center field. Amazing leader. I've learned so much from Michael as well. He's been such a great guy. It's funny, he was on a call one day, and the one thing I want to touch upon is if you don't have a guest, you should really be in the meeting at all times, because obviously there's something wrong with that. If you don't have a guest, you need to learn how to do it. And if you have guests, all right, then the meeting needs you. And one of the things I learned in a call I was with Mike, while we were in Edward Borey's house in Vegas, he said somebody was talking about, and that's why you need to pay close attention, because if you don't have a guest, you need to be in the meeting, because something may be said there that could turn your whole business around. He says something, I remember him talking to someone. He said, well, this person was paying out of pocket $60,000 a year to send 2 kids to college. And he said in that call, he said, what if the company helps you pay for that? Right away, look, man, what a good tactic. What a good nugget to learn. So that's why if you don't have a guest, you need the meeting, because something may be said there that could take your business to the next level. And some of you are one nugget away from turning this whole trajectory around. I'm going to talk a little bit about mindset. Me coming from the business world, I currently own 2 restaurants. I got 50 employees. For those of you who know me, my name is Juan Nuñez. I'm very thankful, very appreciative, and with a great sense of gratitude towards everyone here, especially to my sponsor, Ashton Henry. But I want to explain to you that all you guys have made a crossover. Right? You made a crossover from the employee mentality to a business entrepreneurial mentality. And there's a big difference there. The thing is, now some people sign up here and they want to be a business person, but they still have the employee mentality in their minds. Why do I say that? Well, remember, I got 50 employees, right? 50 employees. And each one of these employees, all they're thinking is, hey, all I want to get paid is for my 40 hours. That's all I want to do, right? Each one of these 50 employees. Meanwhile, the owner, yours truly, I'm thinking something else. I'm thinking, how am I going to come up with $75,000 a month, $75,000 a month to pay this 50 employees? You see the difference? Individually, each one of them are thinking about their 40 hours, for the 40 weekly hours. And here I am as a business-minded person thinking differently. What do I got to do to ensure that I come up with $75,000 to pay these 50 employees? And why do I say that? Being ready. You got to be ready in this business. I'm going to share with you what I've lived this past 2 months. It's been amazing. Everyone here tonight, and I see hundreds of people here. And in fact, when you go into the Facebook streaming, it goes into the thousands. I'm here to tell you, to each one of you individually here, you are one person away from getting some life-changing money. I'm telling you. The question that I'm asking each one of you individually is, are you ready for that? You got to be ready for that. You got to be able to read books like The Magic of Thinking Big, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I'll tell you why. Because your personal development may be up here, and your income, will never surpass your personal development. In fact, because the way you think today is a reflection of what's in the bank account today. So that may be the only research people may need to do to join this business, right? So you got to be ready. You got to be ready for when that one person joins your business, like Michael mentioned. Are you ready for that moment? Are you ready to? See, most people are getting ready to get ready, and they never take off. And the one thing I tell all in our organization, we have a culture in our organization where you need to learn everything, including your back office from A to Z, and then pretend you know nothing. Because we use three-way calls and notification throughout this entire process to make sure you get out of the coconut, the drink out of a coconut money while you build this thing to residual income. See, if you don't use edification and three-way calls, what you have is a high-end paying job, a good job that pays well. But if you learn how to edify, you learn how to do your three-way calls, that goes a long way. For those of you who saw me in convention, I brought up the fact that when I signed up, I made a decision back in late May of 2020. And I told my sponsor, Ashton Henry, I'm going to be calling you a lot. So let's go to work. 4 months later after that, we hit VP. Then we earned a vehicle, a month later after that. And from that point on, we haven't looked back. And for me, it's an honor, to be speaking today as a regional vice president. And I'll tell you why it's an honor to me. I'm a numbers guy. Both of my restaurants in high season, what's high season? Well, when the snowbirds from Canada and New York head south to Florida, we do $125,000 a month in each restaurant. That's $250,000. But attached to that, there are those 50 employees with a $75,000 payroll. Right? There's $13,000 in rent. There's 32 trucks that we pay for. We got a restaurant people on a daily basis, sometimes up to twice a day, with a lot of headaches. Sometimes I think I don't even have a restaurant. Sometimes I think I'm running a daycare center with everybody bringing in their issues and their problems to work. So $250,000 a month in high season, that's seasonal. Here, we're doing more than that. From the spare bedroom in my house, with no employees, no overhead. I'm not trying to impress anyone here, but I'm trying to impress upon everybody here that you have a big business in your hands. If you don't have the vision, borrow the vision. We have Ashton Henry. We have so many genuine leaders here. You heard it also from Michael Burgos, who used to work not far from me and from owner of my restaurant on Wells Fargo in University and Sunrise Boulevard, in that corner there. So I know him. We used to deliver pizzas there. I delivered pizzas there. So the time has come, ladies and gentlemen, for you to make a decision. And some people have said when you speak to people, oh, I don't know that many people. Well, guess what? You don't need to know anybody here but yourself. What is it you want? You got, most people here spend more time with their bosses than they do with their families. The time has come for you to put a picture in your refrigerator, put a picture of your boss in the refrigerator, and put a picture of your family there in the refrigerator as well. And look at those pictures regularly on a daily basis and ask yourself, going forward as of today, who do you want to spend more time with, your boss or your family? Put the pedal to the metal. Most of you are 90 days away, a decision away, and 90 days attached to that from making a huge difference in your business.